contact just for that exact moment to stop working.
Of course.
Yeah. And as we all know, I can do it off by heart.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Flawless.
Every time. Hello and welcome to What We Wrote. I am Esme.
And I am Emma.
And we are two friends who've been writing together for decades. This is a special bonus episode of the podcast where we are beholden to no one. We will be talking about books in depth, our favourite or least favourite tropes, writing tips, and whatever the hell we want.
Yes.
And this week we are talking about A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas.
Better known as ACOTAR.
Yeah.
Yep.
It took me a long time to figure out what ACOTAR was, and then I was
really?
like, oh.
Yeah, interesting.
Because everyone was like, ACOTAR, ACOTAR! I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I realised it was an acronym, and then...
Yes. A thing of things.
A thing of things.
Yes.
Yeah, the start of
the thing of things.
Well, not really the start, but
it's
like
not.
the start of the point where it became
like
a thing.
the only thing
Yeah.
that people could call their books
The
these
thing of
days,
things.
apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, we both read it recently.
Yes.
And I guess
I feel like I should preface this episode by saying I am quite sick.
Oh,
so
yes.
I'm sorry that my usual dulcet podcasting tones are not present today. I have a sexy 6-pack of cigarettes a day kind of smoker voice. It's a husk going today. So please forgive me for my appalling voice. But yeah, okay. Well, I guess we should give a spoiler-free review.
Yes.
And then we'll get into the nitty-gritty.
The nitty-gritty. Where there'll be spoilers. Many spoilers. Which I feel like most people have read this by now.
Surely. If you're going to.
Yeah, if you're going to, I think most people have read it by now.
Yeah. Unlike, I don't know, can it be spoiled? It's pretty
Not
fucking
really.
predictable.
I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, well, okay, well, let's get into it. What did you rate it?
Oh, it's a no from me,
Yeah.
lads.
yeah.
I think, just like a 1.5, if that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably a 1. I did not enjoy this book.
No.
My dudes, oh my god, what are you all on? People are losing their shit over this book, and I do not get it.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I rated it, I think, a 2.
Oh, big spender.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's got a lot of problems. Not gonna lie. Maybe 2 is generous, but I mean, look, far be it from me to tell what people they should and shouldn't enjoy. I feel like ACOTAR has brought a lot of people back into reading.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Which I think is great.
It reminds me of the 50 Shades of Grey phenomenon.
Yeah.
Where it's like, this is categorically a bad book, but
Yeah.
like, I guess you do you.
Yeah.
But oh my god,
Yeah.
not for me.
And I mean, I guess the thing is like we've done Fourth Wing.
We have.
And I think we both gave that like a 3.
Yeah.
And we were like, this isn't a fabulous book, but ultimately we were entertained.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
did enjoy it. Whereas
Absolutely.
a lot of this, I feel like some of the writing, it got worse towards the end, but some of the writing was better in this
Yeah,
one.
I agree.
Yeah. Particularly the first chapter. Like the first chapter, I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
I was like, oh, she can write.
This is actually, there's some really pretty prose. I'm like, well, maybe this isn't actually going to be as bad as I thought. So yeah, well, I think this was technically better written.
I didn't enjoy it.
I didn't enjoy it.
No.
At all,
No,
really.
me neither. I did not get invested.
No.
I think is the big thing for me.
Yeah.
The whole time I was like, I do not fucking care.
Yeah. So I went into this pretty blind. Like obviously I knew ACOTAR and I knew it was called A Court of Thorns and Roses. This isn't my first Sarah J. Maas book. So I have also read Throne of Glass a few years ago. Also didn't enjoy that one.
Yes.
I don't really remember anything about it. But
I remember you complaining about it.
You do, yeah. So yeah, I really didn't enjoy it. So I kind of was coming into this a bit like, oh god, I didn't really think it was going anywhere.
Yeah.
But anyway, I didn't really. I knew it was. I think it's kind of set in the same world, the same universe.
Oh, okay.
I think, I'm not sure.
Okay. Interesting.
But basically, this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, essentially.
When I tell you how long it took me to figure that shit out.
Well, yeah, I go back through my notes and I don't know, I figured it out pretty early. I think I was, I mean, not as early as maybe I should have, but I think I was, my first note of like, this is a bit Beauty and the Beastie is chapter 6.
Yeah, I mean, like as with Fourth Wing, my notes are vibes based.
Yeah.
I didn't write down what chapter, but Feyre had definitely gotten to sort of the location.
Right. No, I
have a note. Oh damn! Is this Beauty and the Beast?
I think I picked it up a bit earlier because the whole premise of like Feyre. Oh wait.
Let's get into the spoilers
bit.
Yeah,
I was going to spoil the shit out of it.
Yeah. Okay. From here on out, there are spoilers.
Yeah.
So if you haven't read the book and you don't want it to be spoiled, stop now. Read the book. Come back. Otherwise, you've been warned. We're getting into the nitty gritty now.
Yeah.
Spoiling the whole shebang.
We should probably go into a musical interlude.
Oh yeah.
That's what we normally do.
Yes. Musical interlude. Please pause.
Oh god.
I'm sorry. I can't help it. Trust me, I'm not enjoying it either. Okay.
Alright.
Let's go.
Okay. Alright, so yes, now we're getting into the nitty gritty spoilery part. I can't really remember what I was about to say then.
So basically,
that's right.
General plot.
General plot. So, very Beauty and the Beast. It starts with Feyre, very Hunger Games-esque. Like
I wrote down Hunger Games as well. I was like, this is giving District 12.
Like, literally District 12. She's like
hunting in the woods.
Yeah, she's a sister. She's got family to look after, which is a whole other thing. We'll get into that.
Oh god.
And she shoots a wolf that is very clearly not a fucking wolf.
Okay. This is where my first problem starts with this. I'm like the inconsistencies in the way that
she writes it.
It's
like, oh, it's a wolf. It's not a wolf. Oh no, it's just a wolf.
And then,
I'm like, I'm sorry, is it a wolf or is it?
She's like, it's a wolf. No, it's too big to be a wolf. It must be a fairy. And then she goes, no, it's definitely just a wolf. But then she shoots it with her super expensive special fairy arrow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, didn't you just convince yourself it was not a fairy?
Yeah.
So like, why are you wasting your special fairy arrow on this shit? Like, I was like, you already pissed me off, and we're like 10 pages into the book.
Also, there was just a lot of inconsistency, which, like, considering the first chapter, like, writing-wise, had some really good, like, prose in it, there was a lot of just, like, general inconsistency, which I feel like could have been dealt with simple editing. So, like,
for sure.
She unstrung her bow, because she was in a tree. She unstrung a bow, she got down off the tree, and then 5 minutes later, she's drawing a bow.
Yeah.
I'm like, so when did you string your bow?
When did you restring your bow?
Like,
yeah. And I have a note where I was like, I've literally written, there's some nice writing in this first chapter, but I'm immediately confused.
Yeah.
And when she was looking at the doe, the deer, so she sees the deer before she sees the wolf, and it's like she's looking at the doe, she's aiming at the doe, but then somehow she's looking into the eyes of the wolf, who is adjacent to her. Like, was the wolf next to her, or was
it like across?
Like, where is she looking? Where and like I had no sense, and like this is the complaint we made with Fourth Wing was I had no sense of the geography.
Where everything was.
Like, is the doe over there and the wolf is next to the doe, or is the wolf next to her? Like,
I remember thinking
happening here
there as well.
Yeah.
That was a bit.
Immediately off to a poor start with just feeling like it's under-edited.
Yeah. Which I feel like, I can't remember whether she'd finished the entire Throne of Glass series by this point, because I feel like it happens a lot. Like, it happened with Cassandra Clare as well. So it seems like the more, like, like the more big it is, like the more of a thing it is. Like, you know how Cassandra Clare, they were a thing for a while.
Yeah.
The editing tends to get shittier after that.
It feels like they're rushing them out a little bit.
Yeah. So
gotta publish the next one.
Exactly. And I mean, like, Cassandra Clare was like putting them out every 6 months.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
And like, there was instances in that where she literally used the wrong character's name.
Yeah. Typos and shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm like, I'm sorry.
This is the published book.
You're selling this for like billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Not that much, but it's a big like.
Yeah.
Invest in it, make it proper.
And like, if I'm paying $30 for a book, I don't want to be full fucking typos. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
or split infinitives, or
or confusing fucking geographies,
and dashes, or
exactly.
Oh my god, we'll get into that.
All those. Oh, the evidence.
Oh my gosh, so many. She didn't finish a single sentence in this book.
No.
Like,
No.
every single sentence was an ellipsis or an em dash.
Yeah.
Or, like, she constantly interrupts herself.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
in her own thoughts.
Yeah. With and like
and she just like drops one and then picks up another. I'm like, can you finish that one first?
I've heard the phrase comethetical used to refer to that, where you have like what is basically a parenthetical statement, but you frame it using commas instead of brackets.
Yes.
And she's so bad
she
for that.
She does that.
Like,
and it got worse towards the end as well.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was.
The whole book got worse towards the end. I felt like the longer this went on, the more I hated it.
Yeah, I know. Like, so I don't know if we're doing this in any kind of structure.
I feel like we're just
going into it.
Charging on through.
Well, okay. Well, let's go back to the Beauty and the Beast thing.
Okay.
Because we were talking about that before we jumped into the spoiler area. So the Beauty and the Beast thing. So yeah, I not immediately tweaked, but I tweaked pretty early on because the premise was so weird. So like, the Fey wolf was killed.
Yes.
And what we presume is his Fey friend comes and is like, you killed my friend.
Yeah.
Now, the logical thing for a Fey to do would be to just kill her.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, come live with me.
In my fairy palace.
In my fairy palace. And I'm like, so you want the murderer of your so-called best friend
in your house?
In your house?
And he doesn't seem happy about it. You know?
And also, he brought a second horse.
Yeah.
like, so he came deliberately to get her, basically. So I was just like, that's a bit fishy.
Sorry. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so that was a bit fishy.
Yeah, I don't think it was until they got to the fairy mansion and
he was like, do whatever you want, I don't care.
yeah. I don't know. There was something about that was a bit like, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Actually, no. I think it was when they were having dinner and his like monster claws kept popping out. Like, I imagine them.
And
like,
Lucien / Lumiere was like, be nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So just to skip back a little bit, because I have a lot of issues with these first few chapters that make me super angry. Firstly, minor thing, but I call bullshit that this starving wayfish girl could pick up a fully grown deer, wrap it in the pelt of a fucking massive wolf, and carry that shit back to town on her own. What is she, fucking Superman? Like,
a deer would weigh like,
that's gonna be
80 to 100 kilos, I feel. I mean,
minimum.
Look, a Saint Bernard weighs 80 kilos.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
a deer, and then like this wolf is apparently like this huge wolf.
Yeah.
The skin of a wolf, that's going to be at least another, I don't know, I feel like a wolf that big, that's going to be like 30, 40 kilos. Like,
skin.
Oh, I think so. I think pelts are pretty heavy.
Yeah.
With all it's got all the fur and everything on it. And like, if the wolf is that big, like, you know, she's lugging like 100, 120 kilos all the way back to a village.
It's like game mechanics, you know, when they do it in like the PlayStation games, they do it, and then they put it in the pocket and it disappears. Yeah, it just goes into inventory.
And then she gets back to her cabin, and like, she's like, oh, you know, my sisters didn't even comment on the fact that I was covered in blood. And I'm like, you just walked in here lugging a deer carcass.
Yeah. They can probably figure out
why you're covered in blood.
Yeah. And like, also, you're walking.
Yeah. It's just very, like, that whole first chapter is very, like, woe is me, everybody hates me.
Nesta.
I think I'll go eat worms. Yeah.
Nesta is just an absolute caricature of a mean girl. Like, her whole personality is I'm mean.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then the other one is, I can't even remember her name. Elaine
is the other one, yeah.
And her entire personality is just, I'm the cute, bubbly one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, that's all there is to it.
And we've got to talk about Feyre's dad. The fucking ableism of this girl. My crippled father never got off his lazy ass and went and worked. And, like, he's crippled, bitch. She's like, you know, they shattered his knee, but he was too lazy to like go out and get a job.
Oh yeah, and it's not like in this town there's like a desk job.
Yeah, he can't go be a white collar worker.
No, exactly. Most of the jobs are probably going to be hard labor.
Yeah.
What's he going to do?
Like, just the constant, like, my lazy bullshit father.
Yeah.
I'm like, the man's got a shattered, and she's like, when the wolf came charging, he didn't even try and save me. I'm like, he's a cripple.
And he's
what do you want from him?
An old man, and it's a fairy wolf.
Yeah, this
like,
massive beast was like slapping.
What
the fuck?
What are you going to do? And the mother thing, the whole shtick Feyre has is, I promised my mom to look after my family. Which like,
she apparently hated her mother.
She hated her mother. Her mother sounds like hated her and possibly even all of her children.
Yeah.
Like, she hardly seemed like a loving thing. So it seems weird for me to be like, make sure they're looked after, because like she didn't seem to really want to look after them herself. Yeah. And then also like Feyre, I think, is the youngest.
No, I think Elaine's the youngest.
Elaine's the youngest, middle. Pen, there's people walking.
Take a cough break out of the blue minutes. Oh, she's busy barking.
Yeah, like why wouldn't she have told Nesta to do it?
Yeah.
As the oldest.
Yeah, I don't know.
And yeah, so and like that shtick carries on throughout the whole thing. It's all about, I have to look after my family. My family needs to be looked after. I made a promise.
Your family who you don't like.
No.
Who you don't actually seem to care about.
No.
And she keeps doing it even after, so Tamlin is being the fairy who sweeps her away, even after she finds out that Tamlin has like taken care of them and set them up back in a mansion and they're all rich and happy, she still keeps going, no, I have to get back to look after. I'm like, they're probably better off without you. Sorry.
Yeah. It just stinks of like, oh, look how altruistic she is. She only ever thinks about her family. She never thinks about herself. I'm like, yeah, sure.
But she's also the most selfish, whiny person on the planet.
Oh.
Okay, can we talk about Feyre? Because I fucking hate this girl.
I did not like her at all.
I think a lot of my problems with this book come from me being like...
I didn't really like any of the characters.
No, I don't like any of them, but she's the worst.
She is the worst.
I hate her. I hate her so much.
Yeah.
I often find that I have a problem with our female first-person protagonist character because I think they're often very boring.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess say that for Feyre, she's something. But that something is hateful, but... You know, I guess she has a personality at least. But she's the worst person on the planet.
Like, every time, like, one of them says, hey, don't do this because if you do, you'll die.
Immediately does it.
Immediately, like, within the same chapter.
Yeah.
Goes and does
Immediately.
it.
Like, she's a dumbass.
She's so... And I was just... Like, the whole thing with, like, Tamlin was off doing his... weird thing, we'll talk about that. And they're all like, stay in your room, don't leave your room.
First thing she does.
She does it twice.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Like, how dumb are you?
Yeah, I know. She's just... I want to stab her in the eyeball. She's horrible. She's mean about her family. She's mean about her sisters. She's disrespectful to Tamlin. She's disrespectful to Lucian. Like, she's just a little bitch.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And, like, I think there's obviously a whole issue with, like, the situation with Tamlin taking her away to the fairy mansion. Like, at no point does she seem to think this is weird behaviour.
Yeah.
Like, she does not question this at all.
No,
she's just like, okay.
They do weird things.
Okay. I'm like, come on, girl. Use your brain.
Also, like, use your brain. There was this whole thing with the war, right, with the Fae.
Yeah.
And so, like, I was confused for a lot of it because I was like, so the Fae are, like, basically portrayed as this super powerful force. Like, the humans have no control. Like, they can't beat them, rah. And then, but we're also told that the humans somehow won the war enough to build the wall to keep them out. And for some reason, the Fae agree to that. And everyone's just like, yep, that's what happened.
So I think, I fair cop, I read the second one now, because I was stuck for punishment. I think what happened was that there were some Fae who
that goes in.
side.
Yeah, they do that in this.
Yeah.
It says that, but
it's not very well explained at all.
No, but also it happens like way later into the book, and it's portrayed as this like, oh, is that what happened? And I'm like, well, duh.
Yeah.
How'd you think they won?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
or like, I don't know. Oh. It's all stupid. The world building's really stupid. The Fae thing is dumb. It's just it's just dumb. I just think like before I figured out that it was a Beauty and the Beast thing, I was immediately like, okay, the excuse for taking Feyre to Fairyland is just so flimsy.
Yeah.
Like, she's done literally nothing to earn his respect. She's done nothing to, like, show that she is, like, worth anything.
Yeah.
And so it seems really weird, obviously. But then when she gets there, she's perpetually, like, petulant about it. And I'm like, you killed one of his friends. Like, and he didn't kill you back.
Yeah.
So regardless of whether that's sketchy or weird, which she doesn't seem to recognize as sketchy or weird at all, but like, I just felt a bit like, you should be grateful that you aren't dead. And instead, she's just like, I hate you, I hate this. And I'm just like, oh God.
I don't know if you should ever be grateful for being, like, essentially kidnapped.
Okay, no, but in this scenario, I genuinely think you should. Like, obviously, this is something that happens in the real world. No. You know, like, okay, like, yes, in the real world, no, you shouldn't be grateful for being
kidnapped. Yeah, but also, she didn't know she'd killed his friend. She'd convinced herself he was a wolf by that point.
No, but she didn't. She shot him with the fairy arrow, so she fucking knew. Even if it was, like, buried back in her head, she knew that that was a fairy, because she killed him with the special fairy arrow. Yeah. So, she fucking knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
So, okay. We should probably talk about Tamlin.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's so boring.
I don't trust him at all. Because, I mean, aside from the obvious Beauty and the Beastie type thing, he obviously really needed her to love him. And like, I just didn't buy the romance.
No, not at all. There's zero chemistry.
Zero chemistry. And like, even when, like, I think they kissed, and then all of a sudden he was like full on dropping L-bombs. Yeah. And it was almost like he was Groot, because all he could say was, I love you. Yeah, like over and over. Like, they only have spoken to him like, I love you, I love you, I love you.
The man doesn't have a personality.
No. At
all. Like, he's the most empty shell of a character.
He's tortured.
But like, he's not even that. He's just nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to think of a single personality trait that Tamlin has, and the only thing I can think of is claws.
Yeah.
Which I imagine is like Wolverine talons. Like,
yeah.
I know she's like, you know, he grows claws.
Like weird fingernail type
weird
things.
Fingernail things, but I always imagine it was like Wolverine claws like popping out of his mouth. Yeah, I think that was really a large part of the struggle that I had.
Yeah, I didn't like either of them.
With this as a romance.
Yeah.
Because there was no chemistry.
No.
And like, I think that's probably the difference, some of the difference between this and Fourth Wing for me, is that in Fourth Wing, the romance pulled me in.
Yeah.
I cared about Xaden. I didn't care about Violet really, but I cared about the relationship. You know, like, I was invested in them getting together. The sex scenes were hot. This was just like, I was like, ugh.
Well, that was the other thing that I was going to talk about. So, like, their first kiss was super anticlimactic.
Yeah.
And, like, it was basically, and then we kissed. Like, that was essentially it. And I was like, is that it?
Yeah.
Like, this is supposed to be like an earth-shattering love that you like sacrifice yourself for, and it's like, and then we kissed.
And then we kissed.
Yeah. And so later, after I'd finished it, because I always, research after.
Do some research.
Yeah, it's like, IMDb, Goodreads.
Yeah.
What I do. I didn't realize that this is actually technically a young adult book.
Oh, is it?
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
So there was this whole thing when she first published it, and I don't know if it's still classed as young adult, but there was this whole thing when she published it that I think she originally wanted it published as new adult, but the publishers made her publish it as young adult.
Right.
And Sarah J. Maas was like, fine. I don't think she had much choice in the matter.
Yeah.
But she was like, I don't want to change too much. I don't want to have to take out like the sex and stuff.
Yeah.
Because as a young adult, people have issues with that.
Yeah. Even
So
though young adults do fully have sex.
Exactly. Yeah. Whatever. So I think that actually makes it suffer a little bit, and I think I would have read it differently. Yeah. Had I known it was a young adult book. I was reading it expecting it to be a new adult book.
Well,
but as a young adult,
get into this series, they're like, this is the fairy porn book.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And I was like, is it though?
Yeah, but even just like the characters themselves, like I think if I'd known that this was a young adult book, Feyre would have made a lot more sense.
Yeah,
because she's like, I think she's supposed to be 19 in the book, is she?
19, I think.
19 or 20?
Yeah.
She reads very 16-year-old.
Yes, definitely.
16, 17.
Yeah.
And so I feel like, I don't know whether they did do a little bit of editing after they made her change it to young adult, and so that's why there's some of that like inconsistencies. But
maybe.
I mean,
the thing is though, like if she wrote it as a new adult book, then like Feyre should feel like a 19-year-old. She should not feel like a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
Like regardless of what it was published as.
She was always immature.
Yeah, she's written a character who acts like a 16-year-old, whether she was supposed to be or not.
Yeah. I probably would have accepted it better myself.
Yeah, fair. I don't know if I would have.
Yeah.
I will be the first to admit I came into this book expecting to hate it. So, I call that bias or whatever.
So did I, but then I did read the first chapter and I was like, oh, maybe, because I had heard that like this series was better because I had been coloured by Throne of Glass, and I really, really didn't like that.